QST, QST, QST. This is November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey, net control station for this evening session of the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. This is not a directed net, and no need for all calls to go through net control. Before we start the net, we'd like to give a pause for any emergency or priority traffic for the repeaters. Hearing none, this is November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey, net control station for this evening's session of the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. The net meets every 2 weeks on Thursdays at this time, 8 p.m. Central European summertime at this point in life. And I hope summer is treating everybody very good. The net is not a directed net, but we enjoy hearing from you, and we enjoy your participation as well. I'd like to thank the trustees of the repeaters, 9H1UHF and 9H1DMR. We're carrying the net on both repeaters and linked via Echolink. You can check in by RF by going to 9H1UHF or via RF in the digital mode by going to 9H1DMR, or else you can bring up Echolink and connect to either 9H1UHF-R or 9H1DMR-L via Echolink. I'll give a pause. Between exchanges, let's give at least a 5-second pause to allow all the repeaters and all the connections to reset their timers so that we won't time out. We're also, you can also listen to a live broadcast of this net on YouTube on the 9H-HAM channel, or later on a recording of the net on 9H-HAM via YouTube. I'd like to welcome everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whoever you are, wherever you are. And the more the merrier, and we'd love to hear from you on the net. This is November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey, giving a short pause and then taking check-ins. Okay, hearing nothing, let's take some check-ins for the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey, standing by. Please give me your call sign slowly. I don't write as clear or as fast as I used to. November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey.
November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey, this is 9 Hotel 1, Sierra Fox, stroke Foxtrot 4, from Normandy in France, saying good evening to everybody, and operator name is Stephen from 9 Hotel 1, Sierra Fox, stroke Foxtrot 4.
This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha, Anthony, checking in.
Okay, very good. I acknowledge 9 Hotel 1 Sugar Fox / Fox 4 in Normandy in France and 9H5 FA. Good evening to both of you. It's nice to hear your voice. Very nice audio, Steve. You too, Anthony. and solid into Echo Link or the repeater. Any other checkers for the 9H-HAM GlobalNet at this point? Okay, hearing none, good evening to you, Stephen. 9H1 Sugar Fox, stroke Fox 4. I hope you're enjoying yourself in Normandy. Could be work and play. It could be play. Whatever it is, I hope you're enjoying yourself. It's nice to hear your voice this afternoon. It's a very warm day for us anyway. It's at this point approximately 30 degrees Celsius, promising a high of about, I don't know, 33 or 34 degrees Celsius, somewhere in the neighborhood of 91 degrees Fahrenheit. The local time at this point in time is somewhere past 12 noon. 9H1 Sugar Fox / Fox 4 with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet and 7APW.
Okay, November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey, Jerry, and 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. This is 9 Hotel 1 Sierra Fox, stroke Foxtrot 4, in Normandy, here in France. We're just here on holidays, Jerry. We are here for a week. We come back late Sunday evening, Maltese time, late Sunday evening. So we've been here for a week. Just a holiday, just to relax, and we've got this nice chalet in the middle of the trees. Nothing near us, just trees and birds and green grass. Very nice place, and very nice place also that we are visiting a lot of different sites here in Normandy. Okay, I won't keep it very long, so I just wanted to say a quick hello before disconnecting. Just also want to give a bit of information that on the 28th of June, that we will have a barbecue. We have a barbecue up at the club at Alpha, Marconi Amateur Radio Circle. We'll be holding a barbecue. There's information on Facebook, and whoever would like to book, no problem there. Just drop me an email or send me a text message there on my mobile, Anthony. So if you hear any more people on the net tonight, please just put the word out. No problem. I won't take it any longer. I'll say 73s. Good evening from our side. And by the way, the weather today was 29 degrees. I repeat, 29 degrees, blue skies. So it's also here hot. And apparently by Saturday it'll go up to 33. I'll say 73s, and I'll pass it back to you, Jerry. November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey from 9 Hotel 1 Sierra Fox, stroke Foxtrot 4. G3TZM.
Okay, very good, Anthony. And 9H1 Sugar Fox with / Fox 4 with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet and 7APW, and I acknowledge G3TZM. Good evening to you. Have you checked in? Okay, Stephen, enjoy your holiday in Normandy, and hope to hear you again very soon on the radio. And we'll pass the word about the barbecue on the 20th of June. Is that right? I think so. I'm starting not to be able to read my handwriting. That's terrible. Let me see if there's any additional traffic at this point in time. November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey. Okay, very good. Anthony, how is your day going? Or your evening, I should say. 9H5FA with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet and 7APW.
And 7APW with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. This is 9H-5FA. All right. Today was one of those back-to-back days, pretty hectic from morning till now, continually from one meeting or work-related something to another. But okay, now everything's done. Well, nearly everything is done. I've got more after this net. Yeah, weather getting hot, getting sweaty, right. Let's pause a bit to avoid repeater timeout. 7APW, this is 9H-5FA. Yeah, I'd like to thank. About a couple of weeks ago, I did put out a notice on the local ham radio Facebook pages asking for help or assistance to keep the net going and perhaps to revamp. And I've received replies, and I thank these people very much. And we have spoken, we have discussed a bit, and well, that's all I can say till now. But yeah, but there are a number of interesting things in the pipeline. And thank you very much for those who offered to contribute and help. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. Back to the floor, or to the group. So 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Yeah, very good. That's very exciting, Anthony. Help is always needed. The last I checked, at least I can't be at two places at the same time, so that would be hard for me. G3TZM, how are things in your neck of the woods? November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet, and good evening.
Yeah, N7APW and the net from G3TZM, Golf 3 Tango Zulu Mike. Yes, good evening all, and from a very warm UK at the moment. The outside air temperature has cooled down to 28 at the moment, 28 degrees C. I had a day out yesterday on the railway at an exhibition, a show, a large outdoor show, and it was absolutely scorching hot. I got back home absolutely cream crackered. It was very, very hot. But one exciting thing, there's an entry on Facebook that I did. One of my pals owns a railway company, and they've ordered 10 state-of-the-art locomotives for use on the UK railways. And they had one of those there yesterday, fairly new. It's only been in the country about 3 weeks, and it's really something else. You know, the technology is just absolutely marvellous, especially having worked my way up over the years on steam and diesel. To get onto this tri-mode yesterday was absolutely fabulous. Anyway, it's all on Facebook if you want to have a look. N7APW and the net, G3TZM.
G3TZM and the 9H-HAM GlobalNet N7APW. Very interesting. Yeah, I'd like to take a look at that. In fact, yesterday I was watching a video of a train traveling from Rome to Milan, and it was a high-speed train, and I think the highest speed they traveled at was 275, maybe 250, 275 kilometers per hour. What surprised me most is that they went through some tunnels that were quite long. Maybe not at that speed, but not that much slower. And I always thought that the speeds would be slower in tunnels. And this was an 8-kilometer tunnel, 5 miles, and he went through it in no time. It was actually kind of fun to experience, even though I wasn't there. Have you ridden any high-speed trains, G3TZM and 7APW?
Yeah, from G3TZM. Yes, we've done it a few times. We've done the TGV in France from Gare du Nord in Paris down to once to Geneva and once down as far as Lyon, and then changed trains. And that was 186 miles an hour, which is 300 k's, and it's so smooth that you're sitting in there until you look out. Really, really good. We've done the leg from London to Paris, Gare du Nord. We've done that a few times as well, and that doesn't reach any real speed until it goes out the other side of the tunnel, and then that gets up to 200 k's as well. So it's all pretty quick stuff. In fact, it's probably more than 200 k's, but there you go. Yes, I have, and we've done a lot of 125 mile an hour here in the UK, which is I forget what it is now. 100 miles an hour is 160 k. Anyway, we've done. I've done the what they call the new measurement train, which is a track and overheads and signals and everything train that checks all the lines at line speed, and we've done 115, 116 miles an hour between Stafford and London, and it was the fastest 2.5 hours of my life. N7APW G3TZM.
Very good. G3TZM and 7APW returning. I'm not sure we have too many high-speed rail segments in the United States at all, but I was very impressed with this ride. They set the camera right up front in the front cabin, and it was a joy to just ride and listen. And you really, as you said, you really don't hear much, but it seems to be a very smooth ride, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it immensely. I was looking forward to going through a long tunnel in no time at all, as opposed to tunnel, and you're out. This is November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey, with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. Any other check-ins for the net this evening? Very good. I see that everybody's connected to the 9H1UHF-R repeater, so that's good news. I see it as blue, and maybe blue doesn't mean anything anymore on Echolink, the entry for 9H1UHF-R. It used to mean that you cannot accept any additional connections to that node, but maybe things have changed, because I see 5 people, including myself, four people, including myself. My goodness, connected to the 9H1UHF-R repeater. So that's good. Do you still see it as black, Anthony, or G3TZM, or is it blue on your side? I'm curious now. Maybe I need to reload Echolink. I don't know. And 7APW.
W9H5SA. Actually, about 10 minutes ago, it turned blue. It was black, then it turned blue. The color must mean something, but I'm not sure what it means. I think I need to Google it. Let me have a go to see if I can what blue means. And 7APW 9H5SA.
It serves me correctly. Whenever it turned blue, it meant that no other additional nodes could link to that node. But like I said, I don't know. It's strange. And the input G3TZM and 7APW.
Yeah, from G3TZM, mine's in blue. It says in conference 9 Hotel Foxtrot Alpha. So it's all in blue, and the rest are black. So I'm not sure. I thought that a long time ago, but I don't know whether it's actually changed, because there are so many commands and things in Echolink. We have problems with one of the local repeaters here, UHF repeater, that where if I dial in the code for 9H1 UHF, it usually comes up with two messages. It's either no airport defined, or it says it comes up with Echo Golf Bravo Bravo, which is Birmingham Airport, the nearest local airport to us, and it comes up with the weather for that. So I don't know what goes on. It's G3TZM over.
Trying to remember how long Echolink has been around. My guess is at least 30 years, if not that much, close to. And I've used it extensively over the years. It's gotten a lot better. And today it seems to be behaving nicely and not disconnecting everybody or whatever the case may be. So we'll leave it at that. It's for the duration that it's been serving and for the application that it is, it does quite a good job and has served me for many, many, many years. And I can't say anything other than thank you. This is November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey Net Control Station for this evening's session of the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. Are there any additional check-ins for the net this evening? Okay, just in case somebody is trying to link to Echolink and they can't link to the 9H1 UHF-R repeater, they can always try 9H1 DMR-L, which is also linked to the net. That's 9 Hotel Delta Mike Radio Lima on Echolink also will get you to participate in this net this evening. Does anybody have anything else for the net this evening and 7APW?
APW 9H5SA. I just downloaded the official Echolink PDF manual and just the text search for the word blue. And the word blue comes up twice in the manual. There is a diagram of the Echolink interface with some blue stations. The text says an icon busy stations are shown in blue. That's all that the blue says it refers to. The second occurrence of the word blue is unrelated to this because it talks about call signs which appear gray instead of appearing black or blue. So the second instance is actually about gray call signs. But the first instance says busy stations are shown in blue. And there's the diagram of the Echolink interface with the two blue stations and several black ones. So that's the info I could get. Back to N7APW. This is 9H-HAM.
I suppose the next question is, what defines a busy station? Is a busy station a station that cannot accept any additional connections than the one it has? We could go on forever. That's 7APW.
We have now done a text search for the word surge busy, and it doesn't appear in the manual. It does appear where it says station is busy, but that's all. So it's sort of a catch-22 thing here.
Yeah, interestingly enough, it went black, and when you hover with your mouse over 9H1UHF-R, it opens up a small window that has a status on it. And now the status says on, but the status before said busy when it was blue. So it was pretty interesting. I might have to take a look at that. So live and learn. All right, this is N7APW Net Control Station. Thank you for that, for the 9H-HAM GlobalNet this evening, the 19th of June. Is that correct already? My goodness. First day of summer is around the corner. N7APW is standing by for any check-ins or additional comments. Well, anything else for the net? Any other check-ins, any other comments, topics, questions, anything? And 7APW.
And 7APW, 9H5SA. Actually, I searched for the term busy again in the Echolink PDF. And there are actually 29 occurrences. While I did my first search, my computer was still loading the PDF. There are 29 occurrences of the word busy, and I sort of started going through them. And the closest definition I can get to the word busy is a busy station is one which is already in contact with another station. That's as far as this manual seems to go. I don't know. Now, we are continually in conference with the DMR. No, I'm not sure if that's considered to be a sort of continually running connection. I know it's going to black again. No, I have no idea. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Yeah, it's gone black here as well, G3TZM.
GT3ZM, 9H-5FA. Could you come again, please? I missed your last over.
Yeah, from G3TZM, it's gone black here as well. It's now black instead of blue. G3TZM.
Okay, 9H-5FA.
Fox/F4 has disconnected from 9H1UHF-R.
Right, turn to black. Have to do some Googling about this. Maybe there's some other website. I'm just seeing if there is anything else in the manual which defines what the word busy is.
PW. It's probably because 9H1SF has disconnected from 9H1UHF-R, which decreases the total number of connections, and obviously it may not be the max number of connections anymore, and so it turns black again.
Okay, how many connections have you? What is the maximum number of connections you have seen? I mean, today, at one time. I think you said there were about 5, right? 7 APW, this is 9H-5FA.
That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Which is more than we had last time, because last time we were getting cut off at 3. So 2 were okay. The third one joined. He couldn't join if the connection was being denied. We have to do some. I'll talk to Marco 5SN, 9H-5SN about this. I don't know what it means. The manual isn't extremely helpful. And APW 9H-5FA.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best solution. It's somewhere in 9H1UHF's configuration. But again, since 9H1DMR is in conference with 9H1UHF, then if the specific parameter on 9H1UHF is different, accepts more connections, then that would be another simple way to have people connect to the net, just like they do, just like they do when they can't connect and they see, like my entry, which says in conference 9H1UHF-R, and they connect to me. At that point in time, they are now a part of the whole net via my parameters. So there's always a solution. It's kind of a nice star configuration and can be expanded. And as long as it behaves like it's doing today, all is good. M7 APW.
And 7 APW 9H-5FA. Yeah. Today it's working fine. But I'm still curious what that color means. I need to dig it out. Perhaps if I ask some AI tool, it might come up with an answer. I don't know. We need to have a ham radio focused AI tool. And how much it come up with that? An AI tool that can talk in ham radio lingo. Well, yeah. Someone should come up with that. Someone from the ham radio community should come up with that. Back to the floor. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. I think GGB. Them is still with us, correct? This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Well, you know what's interesting? I went to Meta AI and I asked the question, what are the dimensions for a 3-element beam antenna for 2 meters with an SWR of 1.2 or less at 146.60 megahertz? And it just pumped them out. And I mean, and compared it to a diagram that I've had from an old ARRL antenna handbook from oh my goodness, I'm going to age myself, 1972. They were off by less than a half an inch on each, and I was impressed. And I treasure that book. It's called the ARRL Antenna Handbook from 1972, and that's when a lot more people built antennas, and I think it's a lot of fun. N7APW.
Yeah, I have to check. I think I have that handbook, which I picked up from a garage sale, or rather a garage giveaway. Someone wanted to get rid of loads of old books. I think I have to go and check in my bookcase, but I think I have that book. It might not be the same edition, but I have it approximately, I guess the same time span as yours. I have to go and have a check. And so it's APW or other back to the floor. This is 9H-HAM.
Those were great. There's an antenna in there called a DDRR antenna. And the guy who built it from exhaust pipe, automotive exhaust pipe. And it would tune on 10, 15, and 20. And you didn't even have to raise it off the ground by much. Just a few inches using some wood spacers. And I put it on the roof on Malta in Birkirkara, but I put it on the roof, and I got some really crazy good signals on 10, 15, and 20, and it wasn't too big. Except my mom claimed that it interfered with her laundry whenever I put it up there, so I had to move it. And so then I suspended it across 2 ropes across the backyard. And she didn't say much about that. What memories. N7APW with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet.
Yeah, from G3TZM. I have the ARRL Antenna Handbook, 17th edition, which is dated 1994. Second printing, 1994. So I've got that. My brother in the States bought me and sent me one many years ago. I haven't got that anymore. I don't know what happened to it, but I've got this one, which came from the Silent Keys shack when I was asked to go down into Bedfordshire and clear his shack. I inherited a number of books from him. The radios went to the Royal Naval Amateur Radio Society, and I think one of them ended up in Malta. G3T-ZM.
Remember the call sign books? I think there was an international one and a U.S. one. Is that right? It's been a long time since I've seen a call book. I think you can still find them in PDF online at the Library of Congress in the United States. But I think I came across one, but I'm not sure. At 7APW.
From G3T-ZM, yeah, I've got one of the RSGB ones, the book form, but they started coming out in CD form. I'm not sure what happens now because I haven't had a call book for a long time. I used to have a complete list of the Maltese call signs, which were updated every so often, but I don't even have those anymore. So all the stuff I've got is pretty old, pretty ancient, because now everybody I think uses QRZ, and if they're not in QRZ, then I don't know what happens. G3T-ZM.
Yeah, very true. Very, very true. And I had one of those too. It's probably in a box downstairs, but one of these days I'm going to have to go downstairs and go through those boxes because I have no idea what's in them anymore. There might be treasures and there might be spiders. I have no idea. This is November 7th, Alpha Papa Whiskey with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. It happens when you move a few times and boxes stay unopened, and that surprises me. If you're moving stuff from one place to another, you'd think you're moving it so that you can use it. I've learned otherwise. 7 APW.
What kind of boxes were these? I didn't get the last bit. I mean, I heard you talk about boxes and spiders and I don't know, possibly roaches. I didn't get exactly. I don't know. I mean, from on the RF side at least, the QSO seems to have broken for about 3 seconds or so, but now it's back to normal. So it would be my location and my handy. What was it again about the boxes coming in and 7APW 9H5FA?
Oh, I was saying just that whenever you move, you put stuff in boxes, and then you move to your new place, and a lot of times those boxes never get opened. And so now they've been downstairs for so long that I have no idea what's in the boxes. I have a feeling it'll be quite an adventure. It's like, oh, wow, yeah, I can use this. Well, you haven't used it in 20 years, and now all of a sudden. So I told my wife, I said, one of these days we'll go downstairs and we'll see what treasures we still have that we've forgotten all about. November 7th, Alpha Papa Whiskey.
Yeah, when I do that, I still have some storage boxes, things which which were mine before I got married, so before I moved, and I put some boxes and put here. And I said about one or two I didn't open, I think. And last time I looked into one of them, and my reaction was, I had one of these, and I bought another one. Oh, I really had all this stationery here. Why did I buy more rulers or pens? I had this multi-tester here. There was a multi-tester, multimeter. Why did I buy another one? Yeah, okay, I know what that means. And 7WW with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. This is 9H-5FA. I guess we're three of us at the moment, right? I don't think there was anyone else who am I correct? And that's the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. This is 9H-5FA.
Yeah, let's see if there's anybody who'd like to check into the net. Now, interestingly enough, you're in blue on Echolink, and if you hover over your call sign in the list, it will say status busy. So maybe status is the key for the search. But interestingly enough, we can check your parameter for total number of connections and see what the number is, and that will tell us if I'm thinking right or just full of it. November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey with the 9H-HAM Global Net. Any other check-ins or any other comments for the net? Nothing heard. G3TZM, anything else for the net? It's always a pleasure to reminisce and talk about stuff. I'll have to go find me another video of a high-speed train. Where was that? There was that train that went, there was a video of a train that went through, oh yeah, it went to, where did it go to? My goodness. And it was a beautiful ride because they crossed a lot of rivers and bridges and the sides of mountains. And I'm trying to remember where it ended, but I don't remember anymore. So there we go. I'm sure I'll remember after the net ends. 7 APW.
Yeah, from G3TZM. Yeah, well, you talk about, you spoke about looking at stuff that you've had for a while. In February this year, I went up into the loft of the house here to clear it out, ready for improving the depth of insulation, the loft insulation, and we had boxes up there and crates that we moved house with when we came down from up north. We lived on the edge of the Lake District, and we moved down here in 1983, 42 years ago this year, and we still had boxes and crates from when we actually moved. And I managed to get rid of them all, or most of them anyway. There are one or two boxes up there for pieces of kit and equipment, including radio gear that I've hung on to. But in the meantime, I took up the floor, which had been screwed to the ceiling joists, and put some legs in. And in fact, that's all on Facebook as well, back from February, March, and April this year. And put the floorboards over the top of the new insulation, so it's now 10 inches deep, what is it? Anyway, it's 10 inches deep, and it's all nice and cozy now, and it keeps the heat off in the summer, and it keeps the heat in the winter, because it gets very hot up there. It's probably about 140 Fahrenheit or something up there at the moment, but I daren't go up and have a look. As for trains, if you want to see the height of luxury, we went on one on the 9th of April.